Hi guys, this is video number 7 of Journey to Real Estate and Journey to Real Estate of Sharma the Man. It's a lot of fun to talk about because really this is a true story. And by the time we will get to video number 10, 15 or whatever number, then you will know that exactly how you're going to learn about real estate. The real estate the way I learned it. Now you can see in my previous video is that I really learned everything. You know, put my hands on, that's what they say. And this is the way you learn any business, no matter whether it's a real estate or whatever business you want to be in. You have to know ins and out about the business, everything about business. Then and only then you can tell somebody to do something, whether they are doing it right or wrong. You cannot correct anybody if you don't know yourself what you're doing. This is what the real business is. Now I have done business old-fashioned way. The people who think that they know more about business by not doing hands-on and they can become successful. Sure, they can become successful if you have a lot of money to invest. I did not have a lot of money. I created money. And that's the right way to do business. That's why some of your grandfathers did it. Some of your great-grandfathers did it. And this is how you put the foundation of anything in life when you do it hands-on. This is what everybody tells. Do you have an experience? Experience is what? This is what the experience is. So now guys, what happened is that when I was learning on a job site and also delivering pizzas, also cutting hair and learning about real estate, heating, cooling, carpentry, electrical, plumbing, everything, then I started going to the sale, auctions, estate auctions, where I could buy tools. Because you buy new pliers, pair of pliers is going to cost you $5-10, but if you go to auctions, you can buy a bunch of tools for just $10, $15, you just have to bid. So I would go to auctions and buy tools. I did not even know what tools I needed. Wherever I saw tools, I will buy. Lawnmower, I will buy. And sometimes I could not go to auction, so I made friends in auction who were going to the auction on a regular basis. I will tell them, whenever you see tools, just go ahead and buy and I will pay you. So I have friends, just American fellow, very good guys, and they will buy tools for me. And sometimes I will go and buy tools. So I accumulated probably 15-20 screwdrivers, 15-20 pliers, or whatever. Who cares? Because I was making money cutting hair, and I was making money delivering pizzas. And also now I just started generating money, little money, not a whole lot of money, by renting house. So every 6 or 8 months, I would have $10,000-15,000 between 2 jobs I was making. And then also I had an accumulating knowledge, right? So, and also Sharon started putting money into it. Sharon already put the money into it in the first house, right? And so I started saving more money and I started adding more houses. So I said to myself that I would buy house every 6 months. I was so excited. So I would drive around town whenever I had time, and wherever I would see a sign, for sale by owner or for sale by the real estate agent, I will jot down the numbers and I will come home. Like I said in my previous video, we didn't have cell phone or anything, so I will come home and I will dial that number. Now the reason I'm making this sign, because we used to have a rotary phone. So I will call whoever the real estate agent is selling the particular house. I will call them and I get the information about the house. Now by now, I knew what to ask and what to write down for the information, and then I will go and look at the house. And I will save enough money to put down the down payment. Now I have a credit established already. Right? But Sharon still has to co-sign because my credit was not that great. Not that great means that I did not declare bankruptcy or anything. It's just basically I just did not have it. I had not established my credit because I did not have a regular job. Only jobs I have is a minimum wage job. They don't establish your credit. But the bankers knew who I was. So I will go and talk to them. And this is also one more thing I'm going to tell you about building up your credit. You want to borrow money from the local banks. You don't want to borrow money from those big banks like Chase or Wells Fargo or American Express and all that, even though sometimes they offer a great interest rate. And the reason it is because you want to form a relations with people. That's very important in business. No matter whether you're in real estate or any business, you have to have relations with people. Those people should know you personally. So I will borrow money to buy a house from the local bank, even though their interest rate is maybe 1% higher than those big banks. But I would not go there and go to big banks and call them. First of all, their branches are not in a small town. Bloomington is not a big city. So I decided that I'm going to deal with two banks. So if one bank, for one reason or another, would have higher interest rate, then I will deal with the other banks. So local banks I was borrowing money from. So I made a commitment that I'm going to buy a house every 6 months. And sure enough, I worked very hard. 2 jobs. And I'm also doing a lot of repair work by myself on weekends. And if there is an emergency type situation, I will drop whatever I'm doing and I will try to repair it. Or I will get somebody else with me if I was not confident enough to do the job myself. Then I will observe them and watch them and see that what tools they are using. And I started little by little, little by little, little by little, little by little. Over the years, I have learned to fix pretty much anything. You tell me, I'm not expert of anything. I would not claim that. But I can fix anything when it comes to air conditioning, when it comes to heating, when it comes to carpentry, when it comes to roofing, when it comes to concrete work, anything you name it, or tiling or anything, I can do it. I can do it. And this is how I learned the business. I did have social skills, how to interact with the tenants, how to solve problems. There are a lot of time, I was not happy with them, with my tenants, because there were some minor disputes, but nothing major. One thing I learned in business, you do not want to piss somebody off. You do not want to make anybody unhappy with you, because it's going to backfire on you. The reason it is, if you make one person unhappy, they're going to talk about you to at least 3 people, and the word gets around. And it really, really would have actually affected me more, because I'm not white American. I'm a foreigner to this day. So you do not want to antagonize people, even though they're the one who are wrong. But you have to learn to work with people. It's not about the race, white, black, or foreigner or anything. That's not what I meant. When you're different, people don't forget you. That's what I meant. So no offense to anybody, white, black, or a foreigner. It's just I'm making a point that when you're different, you are more recognized. How many people have named Sharma? This is not a typical American name. So going back to my point is that you have to have that management skill. Management is everything. No matter what you do in life, no matter what business you do, you have to continue to solve problems. You have to learn to solve problems. So every 6 months, I will buy a house. Then I bought 1 house, 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, 5th house, 6th house, 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, on and on and on and on. And each time I will buy a house, I will feel that I am something. But I paid the price. I had no time. I didn't even think about time. I was so dedicated to my work. And to become successful, I did not even think anything. I don't even know, I don't even remember what I could have thought. Just kept on going. So this is how actually I started building up real estate. Back in the days, the houses were cheap compared to now. Back then, 30 years ago, or 25 years ago, or 20 years ago, houses seemed expensive then because the economy was different, but now the same houses have tripled in cost. And this is where in my next video I'm going to talk about how you create wealth. What is wealth means. Why real estate is most people do, or to people who have money, they do it. Why do you want to buy real estate? All these things I'm going to talk about in my next video. I'm going to put another just a 1 minute or 2 minutes story here. When I used to come back from college, I turned the TV on and I saw Donald Trump. Donald Trump was really struggling at that time. I'm talking about late 80s and early 90s. He was basically failing in real estate. He was declaring bankruptcies. Well, I didn't know the guy, but since I was already in real estate or thinking about getting in real estate, and I don't care about what he does or what he didn't do or what he does. That's not the point. Point is this, that I learned from him too. I didn't know anything. I just wanted to do real estate. When I heard his name is real estate, I just thought that he's a successful real estate man, so I want to be like Donald Trump. Well, of course, I'm not like Donald Trump at all. Not in a personal way, not even in a financial way or anything. But what I'm talking about, sometimes people inspire you, even though you don't know them. So anyhow, this is how I got into real estate, and I'm gonna tell you guys in my next video how I stick in real estate and how I stayed in real estate and why real estate, and then what real estate does and how one can learn from these videos to get into real estate and why you should do real estate. Thank you very much for watching episode number 7. There's a new video. I'm gonna make episode number 8, probably about after 10 or 15 minutes, and then we will just continue. Thank you again. Adios.